Okay, so this board is red. People do look for red. And if they come in here looking at any of these images, what I'm doing with merchandising there is showing them other things, showing them the rugs in a search that might not otherwise have brought rugs to the fore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's believable because this is an art account, and artists are going to do all sorts of things. So you're not surprised. Your account, if it were more for business, might look a little weird if you had a red board because nobody thinks of Howie as a color expert. But art rugs, artist, color expert, totally.
Okay.
Okay. These ones were experiments. I was embarrassed at how long it took me to understand this, but Pinterest loves vertical. Every pin in here is fixed width, and they are as tall as the image wants to be.
Okay.
So I had all my stuff loaded horizontal, and it never looked very good. And then one day I had that stroke of insight and went, oh crap, they're supposed to be vertical. And I haven't cleaned them up yet just because this was still a teaching exercise to say that's how much more inchage you get when you make stuff vertical. So where do I go back? Okay, there. So this is all art one way or another. Log cabins. I sell into the log cabin industry. People who buy log cabins use my sort of art, my sort of rugs in there. So this is all log cabin bait. The rustic.
Mm-hmm. So help me be the person who's searching. So I own a log cabin, I'm furnishing a log cabin, and I go to Pinterest because it's better than Google.
Yes, it's better than Google.
Because it gives me sort of divergent
yes
things to think about.
So we'll do a search on log cabin. And the first search, it searches pins. So it's searching pins.
And a pin is?
An individual unit here. A picture, a caption, and a bunch of links.
Okay, so it's like pages instead of websites. It's individual.
Yes. It's very small. Very, very small unit here. And so what you get on overview is these are all the things that for one reason or another, Pinterest thinks we think are associated with log cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Goals, kids art.
Okay, and what sort of algorithm do they use? Is it textual only?
We have no effing clue. No clue.
You know why? Because the Pinterest people are unlike the Google people. If it were Google people on this, they would have figured it out by now. They would have.
And Pinterest is letting us do it. Well, they're saying these are all things that you all think those are log cabin quilt patterns. This is log cabin the house. President's Day lunch.
So it seems like the text
is part of it. The board name. You see here, I can see Billy MacD pinned this onto all I need is 40 acres of woods and a cabin.
Okay.
So that's the title of the board it went onto. It's also got the log cabin in snow. And Pinterest knows that this picture went onto lots of boards that were related to log cabin. So there's something there.
So they're not necessarily looking at the image itself and figuring out what the image is, but just...
Because we don't care. It doesn't care what the image is 1,000 things, right? That image is log cabin, it's snow, it's house, it's winter, it's white. All of those are legitimate descriptors for the image. And I'm willing to bet that image is on boards for all of those categories.
So they don't need to do some sort of steganography of the image itself just by seeing other people's...
What did we do with it?
So it's text-based. It's keyword-based.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Behavioral-based rather than image content-based, right? They're not looking at the pixels.
Okay. Now, who uses Pinterest? So I guess designers, people who care about the color red, log cabin. Does anyone use it for business stuff?
Well, designers are business. Okay, you mean business like nuts and bolts and spreadsheets?
Well, or I don't know. Let's say I have a plumber or a guy who sells lights.
Lights? You mean like lighting?
LED lighting.
Let's go see.
Right, because I always want to be smart with people and say, here's a new thing you can do, and you heard it from me first.
Uh-huh.
But there's so many things I could get excited about that kind of go away. Like I remember I got really excited about Google SideWiki, and I was telling everybody, so, and anyone who looks at, okay, I'm excited, but I have to learn a new thing. I have to do a new thing. Remember Facebook and Twitter, and now I've got to add this thing. So I need to understand that this is real, it's lasting, it's significant, and it's worth the investment.
Huge numbers of people. I'm not following the stats because they outdate so quickly. But this time last year, it was 20 million users. It's much bigger than that now. I'm seeing 2/5 of, on the Rugs page, on my Rugs account, 2/5 of my traffic is coming from here. Now there's a 2/5 from organic search and a 1/5 from direct. And I'm not sure, I don't know analytics well enough to know much more than that, but definitely there's been traffic. If there's any picture at all in your business, and it doesn't have to be a picture, it can be text-based. So these are pins that are associated with LED lighting. And if I need to bring my PC down here, you've got wireless, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're wireless.
We're not going to be able to.
That's okay. I can just move faster.
I'll pause
now go up to boards and see what boards are in there, because boards is a different level of search. Now these are collections of pins that are all about LED lights.
And a board there's some owner of the board, right? Some
right. You
curator.
have 6 boards in your account.
Mm-hmm. So below the name of the board is the person.
Is the account owner, yes. So now, like we're looking here, I see there's each buyer. That's some kind of retail. Eco bathrooms, that's retail.
Mm-hmm.
But aquarium specialty, there's retail. Lesco architecture, there's retail.
Okay.
Destination lighting, LED lighting, those are retail names.
Okay, so they've got 126 pins for LED lighting.
Yeah. Now, if you click on that, you'll see that they're all pretty specialized there, I'm sure.
Okay, yeah, these are product, individual products.
Mm-hmm.
So this is their catalog online.
Basically, and if you click on the picture, click on it once, now click again, you will go to their website.
Okay,
where you could buy it.
Presumably to that very product.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's where the old-fashioned traditional conversion happens.
So is there anything you need to do for Pinterest traffic that's different from AdWords traffic or organic or?
Basically not. Your pin controls the target page. You have linked that either because you uploaded it from a page or because you edited the pin to change the target. Uh-huh. And so you have to have a conversion action on that page to get whatever action you want out of the person who gets there. In something like that, it's retail. Sell it. Here it is. Here's the price. Here's how you buy it. Mm-hmm. In lots of other things, it's sign up for our email list.
So might you have special offers for Pinterest people if you have a dedicated page that's just available from Pinterest? So we'll show you more pretty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can you? So here I'm looking at just 3 words that describe it. Can you have?
You have 500 characters.
500 characters. So that's 3 Google ads worth.
Right. It's 3 tweets. Are you MetaNet? You're Common House, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Did you change it?
No.
Because I was here before. If it's remembering this. It looks like I got it.
How clever.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. So how someone who sells physical things that look like stuff, I can see how they could use Pinterest. So what about? So I don't know if I'm too far out there to be such an outlier that no one's interested in how I would use Pinterest. But I'm interested in how I would use Pinterest. So if you go to my blog, mostly it's text. If I want to put a picture in, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Like I have to think of a picture, and I have this for the articles I write for like Fast Company and Search Engine Watch. I've got to go somewhere and find a picture,
right? And
it's got to be, usually I'm Flickr, and so I'll search for Creative Commons,
right?
Or I have to take a picture and then crop it. It would add twice as long to get the picture onto the blog post as it would to just write the blog post.
True.
So, is that the basic way to go about it?
What I would ask you then is how much time do you invest in the blog post promotion and getting traffic to the post? Because the post up there alone is just all there, sitting out there in the breeze. Nobody's coming unless you tell them where to come for it, right? Your SEO is good because you're doing that automatically.
Right. So basically I think of blog posts as I post it, and then once every couple of weeks I'll send an email to my list if I have something that I want them to look at.
So that gets to your list.
Yeah.
And it only gets past your list if your list thinks it's great enough to forward to their list. Unlikely.
Right.
Rare.
Right.
Happens. Not impossible, but rare.
Right.
Whereas when this is my Red Tuxedo account. Okay, so I happen to be logged into that one right now, and that is my business teaching account.
Okay. So let me go there so folks, if anyone's watching this, can see it. So Pinterest.com/red-
No, just Red Tuxedo. TUXEDO.
I can do this.
Yeah. Okay, and I created this because I wanted examples of different verticals so that I could send someone here and say, these are pins in your vertical.
Oh.
These are the sorts of things that could be pinned here. And I use these for the non-obvious. I'm aiming at the non-obvious, right? Because it's real easy to do dogs, frankly. That was a fun board I did for myself.
Okay.
And it's really a piece of my art board because it shows my taste in photography on something that I'm interested in. Those are not your normal Pinterest dogs. These are very, very expensive dog portraits. Cancer care. Okay, there's a nice bloody little one. No fun in that gig.
Okay.
But if you are a medical practice trying to attract attention, the world is in Pinterest, and the world intersects with cancer. Okay,
so as I'm looking at this, none of these pictures is particularly interesting, except maybe...
Oh, that one shouldn't be there. Okay, that should be on my hula hoop board.
Okay. But it would seem to me it would make sense for them to invest some money in a photograph that they took that tells a story.
The better the photograph. This is a case of you only have to be faster than the other people in your vertical. And I'm seeing now, one of my teaching points as I work with clients is these horizontal photos rot. Go get you a vertical slice to go into Pinterest, like this one, okay? It's a cancer center somewhere in Cary. It's your traditional horizontal real estate shot. Every real estate shot in the world is wide.
So this one's better.
That one shows takes more. Because of the nature of the engine, you get more inchage for nothing. I mean, there's no inherently better value in that image than there is in the other one. If I were that guy, my Pinterest image would be sliced vertically, and then it would be expanded.
Right, you take out this wing over here.
Right, and you can have a different image on your website. I mean, it's a little pain in the tail from your point of view.
But I guess, a business that has someone who spends time, who's good at Photoshop.
They've all got somebody. They just got to know what to do. Right. So there's like this one. This one came off the site. It just happened to be that it had been aimed vertically.
Okay, so that's how I thought about doing Pinterest. So I'm trying to look at.
You can pin your videos.
You can pin videos?
Yeah, if they're YouTube and Vimeo, I'm not sure if you can pin them off. Go get your little pin button.
They're all YouTube. See, I have a pin button. Yeah. So, well, that's the whole blog. So let's say
go to the blog page so you get the right URL.
Okay. So I'm going to pin that.
And then you have a choice. These are the two images that the pin it button thinks are on that page, and that's the one you want.
Oh, I look so sad.
Well, videos are hell. It pulls the alt tag over. That's what you put as the alt tag on that image. Okay,
so this is business philosophy. So I can change that?
You have 500 characters to chatter.
Oh goodness! Now I'm feeling the pressure. How to grow your business by growing yourself. So I'll just do that for now.
Yeah.
And I click
a video interview with Howie Jacobson. Right?
Oh. Can I do it on the site?
Let it go. It's pinning. Now see your pin. Goes in there and you edit it. And you can change the description. You could point it at another page. If you wanted to.
They can't see the video on Pinterest, right? They just see the static image?
They see the static image when they click on it. I think they go on over to YouTube and it plays.
To YouTube. Oh, so this is linked to YouTube, not to my site.
It knows that video's over on YouTube.
Okay, so what I should do, if I want them to go to my site and watch it, is do another edit.
I don't know that it'll... Yeah. It's a bit... I'm not sure what it'll do there.
Well, let's see.
Okay. Still going to YouTube.
I see. So if you click it, that's now separate from the web page where it came from.
There is a faked way to get people to view videos on your page, and what you do is you post a screenshot of the video that is a static image. They click on it, they go back to your page, there's the video. Most users are not sophisticated enough to recognize what just happened.
So then would I need a static image, or I just upload a static image directly?
Yeah.
And then
edit the pin and come back.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. So what I would do is...
I have a board here of business interviews.
So here I'm getting
it's disturbingly all men. But it's Mixergy and other business in all the freebie interviews you collect.
So here's what I would do. I would take that image, save it as Soul Biz, put it in pictures, and now I go back to Pinterest and
go up. Okay, add, upload a pin.
Choose the file. I see. So pictures, Soul Biz. Well, that's not that hard.
No. It
goes into business philosophy, and then I take that. Oh, look! It bolded.
Yes, it's live link in the description.
Okay, so where was I? I was here.
There. Pin it. Now you still have to edit it. Let's go to that board. Let's go to the business philosophy board and see what it looked like. You see right here, because you uploaded it, it says uploaded by user. So it's a dead link. That image came off your hard drive.
Right. So now I have to go edit it and put the link
again.
Right there.
Yeah. And now it's a live link.
Okay. So now it's a live link, and I should go to that board and get rid of the other one, right? Because
there's probably dupes, yeah. So go Howie to board view. Actually, it's there too. You could have gone up that way.
Business philosophy. Okay, so this is
that's the good, the one.
This is the real video.
That's the old one from YouTube.
So I'm gonna edit and delete it.
Yeah. Delete pin. Now, just as a reminder, if I had already repinned that off your board, you could only delete your copy of it. That my copy is independent. While it still points to all the places you pointed to, you're not deleting my copy. It's welcome to social networking, right?
Okay. So now if I click on that pin, it takes me to my webpage.
Right.
I see.
And
So that's not a bad. So I could actually take some text if I had a page that was. I mean, I don't know why that someone would want to.
why would somebody?
So let's say it's this one here.
Why would someone want to pin text?
Well, I mean, why would So let's say here's. Would it make sense to do this? To
look at all this text that has been pinned.
All right, but that's sort of like Facebooky text. It's not just like this, right?
You make it look like Facebooky text.
Yeah, that's another step.
So
if I do this and save it
you could
as future web, then I can go back to Pinterest and go up, add, upload a pin, and then just find that one, and then describe it. I'll just grab a bit of text here. Pin it, and then I go and I grab the URL.
I'm searching on Ask Howie.
Oh.
And this is a fairly well-known picture. I've seen it lots of places of a Maltese that ate a lipstick.
Oh well, we have to.
And his name is Howie.
All right, so we'll look for that on this computer. Pinterest.com. Ask Howie. And there's the Maltese. No, I haven't seen your lipstick.
Bichon, whatever, yeah.
Howard when he has been naughty. Gosh, that's exactly like me.
Yeah.
All right, back to, where was I here? Business philosophy. So that is pinned. So now I'm going to edit it and throw in the URL.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so on my board, there's the, so that's a, it's not the best way, but it's a kind of an easy way.
Well, here's the downside of it, and I just pointed out, you're a marketing guy. This is the pin flow, right? This is, and if you click on there, the big red Pinterest there, you will see the current pin flow for everybody you are following.
Okay.
Okay, and there are different you can check on the pin flow by category. You can check on everything. That's everything going on in Pinterest right now. The most popular or gifts is anything that's got a price tag on it. Mostly I work in the following category. So your little post there is competing with all this stuff for attention. And so as a marketing vehicle, that pin ain't that hot.
Right, but I'm just looking for
quick and dirty?
Yeah, I'm looking for ways to get into it. Like I can see myself doing that for a month and then going, okay, I got Pinterest. Now I'm going to open, OmniGraffle and create a thingy. So,
well, here's another. This is a guy. Come on here.
So I can take a photo, and do the sort of black background thing.
Quora is what I use. A neat little tool. Quozio, sorry. I've been playing in Quora. But Quozio is a little bookmarklet that you can install in your browser bar.
I get it.
It does quotes on the fly. You fix backgrounds. So here, when you look at here, this is a board I'm doing. It's nothing but business wisdom. Yeah. Inside of a dog, it's pretty dark. Yeah. Okay.
And I can do different styles?
Yeah, different backgrounds.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
So that's what everyone's doing on Facebook, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're doing this. And then I can pin it?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is funny.
Okay.
Arguably.
Right.
Pin
it.
Quozio.
Yeah.
Can I
Go ahead and see your pin now, because this is something, an edit, just so you know.
I have to send it to.
Well, if you want it to go somewhere valuable to you, you need to send it there. Because however much I love Quozio, there's only so much good I can do with it.
Holy cow. So Quozio is amazing.
Yes.
And then presumably I can like it on Facebook and it'll appear on my Facebook wall.
Yes. And I have it as a little pin marklet, book marklet.
Okay.
So I just click it on my
All right, I'm getting one of those.
Yeah. I don't. Here, get the bookmark. There you go.
Drag the image below onto your browser's bookmark by install. Oh, it doesn't have one of those. I probably can get it from the Chrome store.
Somewhere, right?
Because I don't keep a bookmarks thing.
Okay.
Oh, awesome!
So this is one that's nothing but Quozio. Business wisdom that points back to a bigger page, and then these things run into the flow.
Okay, so now I'm starting to see.
So for guys like you, where what you have to sell is words, you make them pretty. And it's not that hard. There's lots of ways to make them pretty and make them stand out, and they can compete adequately with the other pictures. I mean, that competes better than this. This ain't bad. It's you're in there. And anybody who knows you is not going to be surprised by that. And that competes better.
Right. All right, so I'm making steps up. So Quozio is a heck of a lot better than me using a high level.
I use, okay, now I've got one here. Let me log out. I got one that I decked up the other day.
I mean, I'd love to do something with, if I do have photos, because I do have a, giant iPhoto library.
Right.
To find one of those and put some text on it.
Yes.
I guess Quozio doesn't do that, right?
Quozio, after you've used it a couple hundred times, you get tired. And I wish they'd give me a paid version where I could upload my own images, and they haven't paid attention to what I want. And fine, because it's free. I don't get a whole lot of choice there.
Right. But again, everything is about being habitual. I'm not at the point where I want something better than this. I'm excited by
Absolutely.
This. If I use this for a month, then I'll be I hate this. I need something better.
Well, and I use it as a live pin. Like, I'll go to an event. I did one event where I went and I sat in the audience, and the same way people would tweet, I pinned out of Quozio, and it was damn good enough. And I could send the links around to the speaker. I'd send one to the speaker's site, one to the host of the event, depending on where I felt like it and who was getting the link love at the moment. You can use hashtags.
How do I use hashtags?
Well, whatever. I mean, like hashtags and Quozio is stupid text there. That's not searchable. Pinterest supports hashtags in the description field. So I was live pinning and using the event hashtags in my description.
Okay, so right here, so this is called Pinterest for you.
Yeah, done for you.
Done for you.
Yeah.
So if I pin that, not funny, that's cool apps and tools.
Yeah.
So I see my pin, and I can edit it, and I can send people straight to your website.
Yes.
Which is PinterestDoneForYou.com.
Right. Okay, so this is one I just point out. I had the image. I pinned a Quozio quote, "Hooping is ballroom dancing with gravity," on one of the Quozio backgrounds. 80 people repinned it, and I didn't have it pointing anywhere but Quozio, because I couldn't think what to do with it. It was something I say. I kind of thought, action is better than not action. Don't hoard, get it out there. When I said 80 people. So that would have been 80 links back to my site if I thought of it. I went, okay, I can fix this. I came back, same idea, better picture. Now that was photoshopped, right? Quozio isn't going to give me that with the hard-coded link in there. I mean, that's not a live link, but I wanted to credit all the players. I wanted it to be eye-catching. The fact is, that's a bad image for a ballroom dancing quote, because that's not ballroom dancing.
So is that on Pinterest now?
Yeah.
So I can show people who are on this computer? So I would. Is that under?
Look under. Yeah, that's the Karen Tiede account. Karen Tiede, all one word.
Okay, there it is. So can I search from within the account, or if I search here, is it going to be everybody?
I think it's everybody.
Okay, so
go down to my hooping board. It's there.
Okay, so here's what we're talking about. This one.
Yeah.
Which this quote appeared on Pinterest with a quosio, and 80 people repinned it, and it did you no good in terms of link love. So you redid it with Photoshop, fancy, and down here.
At least on the quosio, I had put Karen Tiede in the quote, mm-hmm. So the name's there, but it didn't link anywhere.
Right, it wasn't optimized the way this is.
Yes. And then I haven't seen that 80 people pinned this because the 80 people who wanted to pin the quotation already grabbed it. However,
okay. So how can I see who's pinned things of mine? Like, has anyone pinned anything of mine?
Where's your account? Recent activity.
Someone repinned my pin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Megan. Okay, so I did this a year ago, and I had a screenshot.
Here you go. So yeah, Megan.
Onto Business Inspiration. Yeah, I could see how inspiring that.
Well, let's go see what else she's got in there. You know her? Do you recognize the name?
No.
Okay, well then go click on new tab on her account. Let's just see what else she's done. Okay, I have a guess of what this account's going to look like. Not too bad. Okay, and I look at this and I'm thinking 73 boards. She's in there, 6,000 pins. She's committed. Big user. It's a private account. Hasn't been verified.
What does that mean?
My business accounts have all been verified. Pinterest now has business accounts. They are functionally no different from personal accounts, but I expect that they will be offering the business account people a different level of service. On a business account, you see a red check and a visible URL. On her personal account up there, you just see a very gray globe, which links to her website, but it's not obvious.
Okay.
With the business accounts, it's blindingly
So
obvious.
does Pinterest make any money?
We're not sure yet.
Okay, so
people are getting paid to pin. The big users with the big followers are getting private gigs, pinning images of stuff for sale so that millions of people see it. One woman is reported to have turned down the price of a car on a contract that she was offered the equivalent of a car. We assumed $20,000, $30,000 to pin stuff, and for her it was not in line with her brand and her pinning, so she didn't want to do it.
Okay. Right,
but
so
she acknowledges she is accepting money to pin. There are agents that will
pin my book cover.
Yep.
Oh, thanks, Megan. Okay, so it's some quotes. So this looks like a lot of AdWords stuff.
Yeah.
Different.
She's selling jewelry. She wants to know about AdWords. And so now what you can do is you can go back to her account and you have a choice here of following all, in which case you'll see everything she does. Okay. And I'm kind of looking at this account going, you're a man. You don't need to see all that.
No, just the workout.
Yeah, exactly. And so I would, I don't follow all anymore because I get all this crap with nails and tattoos and workouts that I don't want.
So I can go to Business Inspiration and just follow that one?
And anything else you see, just, back up.
All right, so I can follow that.
Follow. You could have done it right there. You see.
I see. Okay.
You can follow there. And you kind of look around. Upcycling might be in there for you. I don't know. Rolling up. I'm not seeing anything that is obviously in line with you.
Okay, so now all the stuff that she posts from here on
that board
will appear
in your pin flow.
Okay. So here's how Lisa Tenner does it. You should really write a book.
You're writing coach's blog. Yeah. Okay. So that looks. Lisa Tenner. I mean, are these any names you recognize?
Yeah, I know Lisa. Yeah, she helps people write their book.
All right. Look, lots of her stuff in here. Yeah. See, so I searched on Lisa Tenner. The default goes to pins. So I see the pins that somehow have Lisa Tenner's name in them.
Okay, so when I searched for her, my default was her account.
You may have been set that way.
Well, it gave me the drop down.
Okay.
How to write a book, writing instruments. Okay, so this is smart.
Now I look at
she
that.
She has pen porn here.
Yeah, well, that's writers are pen porns, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look at that one, and because I'm in the art rugs, I don't want to be there. I would follow her from Red Tux.
So I could have more than one account?
Yeah. You account per email.
Per email. Well, I
only
only have like 70 emails. So.
Exactly. I'll follow her on the other side too.
Environmental action, gifts for writers, libraries, book proposal guidance. Okay. So right now, for people like me, this doesn't seem like it's going to be huge, or am I wrong? Am I missing?
I think you could be in here to your benefit, because lots of people like her who might turn to you for coaching are in here.
Mm-hmm.
And so what you would have to do is present yourself in such a way that they're going to see it.
Right. So I'd have to wear a shirt without stains on it when I take photos.
Of yourself.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. I mean, she's only got 2 or 3 of herself in there. Just
mm-hmm.
enough. She's not pinning herself.
Right.
Typewriter porn. Yeah. I've seen typewriters on here for sale for $900. Manual. Gold plated.
Okay, so this is her repins from Amazon or
mm-hmm.
Fossil, and this is just she's doing it for fun.
Right, because she knows there are people who will come here and look at gifts for writers and see this stuff. Cases, covers.
So if you were her and you had this stuff, you'd also have some of your things in here, right?
Yeah. If I had, well, is that her book?
Writers celebrate their favorite places to browse. No.
If I had 1 or 2 books, I'd throw them in here.
Okay.
If I had a book of my own, I'd throw them in.
Now, can you change the order in which things appear, move things around, or is it just by
I can manually change the order of the boards and rearrange them. With pins, at the moment, you can't rearrange them, but you can always repin this up to the top and then go back and delete the old one. So I can adjust the order that way.
Okay.
They haven't allowed us to redo it any other way yet.
Okay, so is there a way to do any sort of market research with Pinterest? Either looking at the thing itself and seeing what sort of pins, or is there any sort of tool like they have, like a Google keyword tool or Facebook Insights?
The market's wide open on the tools. There's a lot of them. I have a couple in my presentation. I can't think of them. There's Repinly. There's a couple. I get a report every day as to what has been pinned out of my websites. So if people have gone to my websites and brought pictures in, I get told, and I can go look at the board where they put it and follow them or not.
So I'm just starting to wrap my head around this whole Quozio thing. Like, anything I've ever said that's been even moderately intelligent and catchy, I could turn into a Quozio, put it on my blog, and then pin it.
Absolutely. That's what I have done with the Bill Davis account here. I get business coaching from him, and he has all these things he says. I happen to be writing at the time because I'm in the meetings, and
all right, let me look for him. So Bill Davis.
It's actually Team. Well, search on Bill Team Nimbus. And see what you get. So you went that. Okay, go here. Click on yeah. Okay, and then raindrops. Because the other option there was shit Bill says, and he didn't like that.
Shit Bill said. Well, I'm definitely going for that one.
I told him I was thinking that. He's no thank you.
Okay, so if
these are the little.
Look, he has the same Quozio.
That's what you see. Now I recognize. But there's only 15 backgrounds in there. You recognize them after a while, but we're all in there having fun.
Okay, so this is Team Nimbus, and
NC.com is his business website. So I manually relink them back there because if you want to find out more, except here's one I missed. But also Einstein said it. I really didn't want to give Bill credit for something that we all know Einstein said.
Yeah.
So I let it be Quasio. And that one needs to be edited. But these are the sort of people who know him would recognize these as his way of speaking.
Yeah.
And I've pulled them out of my notes and I post them in here. And you've got the same
Nice, good
degree of stuff.
Smart stuff. Yeah, sorry, so these are...
Yeah, I need to go back in there and change those. I guess I got them in without noticing.
Okay. Raindrops is a board about a Rainmaker business building here at the Team Nimbus Center. Okay. And he's got 62 followers. Mm-hmm. So that means every time he posts something, 62 other people see it on their boards.
On their pin flow of following.
Pin flow.
Right. And everybody sees it in the everything flow. But with 40 million users pinning, that's going by so fast it sort of disappears.
Right. Well, is it the same as Twitter, where a friend of mine who does Twitter will post the same thing like 6 times a day?
Yes.
He sees it as like a
TV
commercial.
The half-life of a pin is much, much longer because it's going on your board. So if you pin it 6 times a day, it shows up on your board 6 times. So you look like a braggart.
So if you want to pin it, you'd have to delete the old ones.
Yes. And there's a book author in town, and that's where I learned the gig. Her stuff goes up twice a day. And it's a book. I looked at it, and I kind of went, I don't want to read that. I kept seeing it in my pin flow, and seeing it, and seeing it, and seeing it.
And so if they delete it, you keep seeing the same thing in your pin flow.
Yes.
So it doesn't go away from there.
It moves through the pin flow, but like this is what just got pinned. I follow 700 people, right? So this is what the 700 people have done, and it's not the busiest time of day. 6 o'clock is the busiest time of day, but.
All right, so that's your hack, is you keep repinning and deleting from yours, and so people will see your stuff again.
Gee shucks.
And again.
Right.
I see.
So I can...
Is there any Pinterest etiquette that I would be likely to, bump into?
Don't post anorexia. They've got pretty tight practices against the self-harm hate speech. You're not going to do that. Okay. No blatant nudity. You're probably not going to do that. Don't brag. Play nice. I repin other people's stuff. I am collecting stuff that's interesting in these 2 accounts that I run. I also run a clown one for John, and I run Bill Davis's business one. And I'm presenting Bill as a business coach, and these are the things he's aware of. Mm-hmm. When you look at his account, go to the account level there. So these are things of interest to Raleigh, people in business in Raleigh. All of these are his clients. The quotations, this general.
So if you have clients, it's a nice thing to do to pin their stuff.
If they're public as your client, yes.
Right. So is there an etiquette about, like in Twitter, for a while when I started it, everyone who followed me, I followed them back?
Yeah, that's what they say to do to get followers, and I don't do it anymore, because if someone follows me and I go look at her boards and she's got 21 pins and 2 boards, I'm kind of like, honey, I don't love you. You're not in here. I see somebody with 3 million followers, yeah, I'll follow. It's there, but after a while it kind of wears off.
Well, because eventually what I did, I had like 1,000 followers,
right.
And I was following 1,000 people. I'm like, they're just clutter. I'm just doing it to be nice, but not to be real. So
Martha Stewart follows 20 people.
Yeah, okay. So I'm down to about 70.
Right, because your act of curation is that you are a funnel for interesting stuff for your followers. And you can't do that if you're overwhelmed by their crap. Right, and I sometimes look at, right now I'm still running a nearly one-on-one number. Scroll to the top.
Okay, so I'd find that.
When you look at the board view, you see all your stats. So there you have. You've got 11 boards, 30 pins. That's really low. You've liked 2 things. You have 135 followers, so people have been finding you and you were following 81 people.
Oh, I don't remember following them. How did that happen?
Well,
Must have been something when I joined that just said, these are your Facebook people?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay.
And you can also...
So I have no description.
Right. So go into Howard.
Can I just fix that?
That's a new feature. That wasn't like that last time I went in.
Ha! Welcome to my world.
Yeah. When it comes to money, for a while they were taking a cut of affiliate links, and people got mad because they hadn't announced it, so they quit doing that. I am pretty sure they're going to be offering sponsored placements. And I'm pretty sure quite a few of us will be buying them.
All right, so I'll save that for now. Do I want to put my website or?
You do want to, if you decide that this is going to be your business account, you want to get it verified as a business.
Okay. So it's a little stuck there.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Okay.
So
up here under
settings,
let's see where. Perhaps under about then. See if there's a link under help or about. For business. Yeah, you can convert your existing account.
Okay.
I think you're a professional.
Sometimes I agree. Contact name, that would be me. There's an A in there and an O.
Now your business name, okay, right. What you want, see, business name here is what, there's a difference. I have a URL, which is Karen Tiede.
Mm-hmm.
Your URL is Ask Howie.
Okay. And
then the business name is what do you want to appear in bold.
I see. I don't know, marketing.
No, go ahead and Howard Jacobson for now. You can change it later. If you want to put the PhD, yeah. Okay. That's good. Yeah.
Okay. I agree.
Yes.
Because if I read them, I would be fine.
Right.
So I'm verified, or they're gonna?
No, you still have to put a little bit of code at the root.
Okay, so download the verification file, upload it to my server.
Blah blah blah. The standard, right? And for any of your clients, this doesn't work on Shopify and Etsy sites. It has to be an owned website, an independent website.
All right, so let's just show people how I do that. So I have to go to, come on. Users, downloads, there it would be. Mm-hmm. And so then I pop that over to, oops. I did the wrong one. So public HTML. So now here I would go and find that document, and then I would just flip that right over, and then I click here to complete the process.
Boom. Okay.
Okay.
So now you've got the nice little red check mark.
I got a red check.
Yeah, it says it's a business account. And at the moment, it's indistinguishable from from a personal account. It just, if I see it, it says, okay, he's taken the trouble. He knows he's following the game. Mm-hmm. He looks a little more professional.
Yeah,
and then
especially with the flower.
Well, yeah, that's up to you. But at some point, they will start offering the business accounts different functionality. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it yet. You can also, just while we're here, if you click on that little box, you can rearrange your boards by dragging them.
So,
yeah.
And should I get rid of these?
I'm not sure. I mean, that's your joke, but it's not mine.
Yeah. Can I delete a board?
Yeah, but first, when you're done arranging them, click check, and then they hold. Now, if you go into the board, edit the board, and you can delete the board.
Okay. It's not as funny as it was.
Exactly.
Okay, and look, I've got a bunch of empty boards.
Which, these are the default ones Pinterest gives you when you open the account. If they prove not to be useful, you can rename them or delete them.
Right, well, I don't really have style.
You do, but
I'm pretty sure.
it's not what I'd. It's not what I really work on or try to sell your business through.
Okay, I mean it's probably a little bit more professional to not have empty boards that are the
right.
defaults.
I mean, I looked at that and I immediately know, okay, he hadn't been in here long. Those are the defaults, right? That's the way I look at an account. And I kind of go, okay.
Yeah, I'm very sensitive to the cool factor here. So okay.
If you go on down, there are secret boards at the bottom. If you ever want an account, if you want to pin stuff that nobody sees.
So it's just like I'm shopping for something. And
that you don't want your wife to know. Right. You can put them on secret boards. Pinterest doesn't like secret boards. They created them by user acclaim because people were doing parties and gift selection stuff. But anything you put on there stays on there. You can't move stuff onto or off of a secret board. So there's limited functionality down there. Okay. Useful if you need to have it. You're building a website with a client and you don't want the client's clients to know about it yet. You're selecting pictures or imagery or something. You could do it on secret, but that would be a good business use. Mostly, I think it's party planning, but they exist. But remember, anything you pin now, I'm going to see.
I see. So you got to be very
judicious, right? And I say this because I had an acquaintance who pinned plus-size lingerie models one night. And I sat there and I thought...
Just for kicks?
I don't know, right? I'm looking at my pin feed. I'm seeing plus-size lingerie models come through. And I look at the account and it's an acquaintance of mine, male, married, respectable. I'm thinking, okay. And I shopped a little bit, talked to a friend, and I said, what do I do? I'm just like, I don't know this stuff, right? I wouldn't have guessed he'd do that. And my friend said, why don't you call him? And I called him, I said, listen, I'm not minding my own business here, but I'm afraid your account may have been hacked. And if you've left your PC in a public place, perhaps a teenager got in it. And if your PC didn't get hacked, I'm just going to go back to minding my own business here. None of my business, right? And I got an email late that night, and he was working with a client who sold medical products that were in the intense, nearly naked,
I just want to get this.
Models for the medical products. I mean, we're talking ostomy bags and parts and stuff, right? Where you can be flat naked, it's still not romantic or sexual. And it made sense. And either that was the truth, and he's a really good liar, and he had a quick story. But he moved all his model work to secret boards, and I never saw it again. In all likelihood, he never touched Pinterest again. But that was, I see what you pin.
Okay, so this is far more public than Facebook. That anyone.
No, Facebook's public, right? But yes,
not really, unless there are settings where if you post something, not everyone in the world has access to it.
You think
instantly,
right? Yeah, unless they're really working, right? In Facebook, anybody can work to see what you do, and probably can find a way if they're really working. In Pinterest, everybody sees everything, except for the secret boards, and they're limited. So far, that has not been a problem, for me at least. Okay,
so if folks want to see your examples, so this is the red tuxedo?
Yeah, Pinterest.com/red tuxedo is teaching boards. Oh, you see you're in pins. You need to go into pinners.
Pinners. Oh, a pinner is a person.
Pinner is the account,
So I'll follow you.
Right.
And then, how do I get there?
Just
click on the picture.
And depending on what I'm doing next, I was working on a board for the chamber this morning.
Now, can you, I'm sure the answer is yes, can you put in like Google Analytics tags on your, so that you can figure out how much traffic comes from Pinterest, or are there analytics? Does Google Analytics automatically track Pinterest?
Yes,
traffic?
I think they hate it. They're chewing their teeth out.
Google hates Pinterest.
Well, it's traffic they ain't getting a piece of. Ben Silberman was a Google employee. He left. He described himself as not a great one, but
Okay, so here's the the thing. So there's if I click on this, it's going to go to a website.
Yes.
And so somewhere there is the link. I wonder if you could put in, so, question mark Pinterest or something like that.
I'm not that literate. I'm not good at that, right?
Like social?
Well, there is social, but here you go.
I see. So you've gotten, and you click through, we're looking at...
and I'm deliberately doing it on my PC so
Karen's
it's not
PC.
recorded, right?
So the source is Pinterest/referral. So it doesn't give you individual.
It used to,
pins.
But they also used to tell you what keywords were going to what.
Right. So Google Analytics by itself default is not going to give you.
It will give you gross traffic.
Right. So maybe the thing to do is to do a URL generator like Bud URL. Will they allow you to do?
They put a warning on there if they don't like Bitly and the redirects. Because there's so many of them. The supplement pins and the hot body women pins are often spammy, going to supplement or diet sites.
I see.
That aren't exactly what they purported to be. And Pinterest is trying to keep that down. Okay,
so presumably you could manually create some analytics tags.
And there are there are a lot of analytics tools.
All right, so Pin League.
Pin League is one. I use PinReach. Pinfluencer is one I need to look at. Pinalizer. I'm looking at all of these.
Hey, look, there you are.
Yeah. I get emails from some of them on a regular basis telling me what's been going on. And Pinterest sends me an email every day telling me what happened on my account last night. Actually, you will discover, go on down. I would turn your Facebook off because you'll alienate your friends. Now you can find your Facebook friends.
Okay.
And follow the ones that are already in Pinterest.
Mm-hmm. Now, do I want search privacy?
No.
Search engines to find it.
Right. You want everything.
Okay. Oh, no. So I should fill this all in, right?
Right.
But I already verified.
Yeah, but you didn't have it in here. Now just hit verify because you've already put the code up there. Yeah. Website verified.
Okay. No, I lost my location.
Yeah. Well, you didn't save. Right. Okay.
Okay. Activity.
That's another view of everything you've been doing.
Followed that one.
Right.
I pinned some stuff. And
there's a 39, it was 38 weeks ago, you see. So sometimes I'll come in here and look at stuff, look at a client account or look at a competitor account and go, okay, they're not in here, right? In the last time. If you continue to use this account, this will all move down and you will look like an active user. But if I were just to look at this today, I would look at it and go, he's nothing to worry about. He ain't using it. Came in and played with it, went away.
Right. Oh, here's all the people I followed. I guess they don't post either.
Yeah.
I don't see any of their stuff.
Yeah. Well, but collectively we're figuring out how to use it, and especially for the obvious trades came in here like a heartbeat. The recipe, the brides, the pretty, the flowers, brides and puppies are what I say is the peak of it. Babies. I have heard from someone who knows a catering business that is not in here in a big way, and their business is off, and they believe it's possibly because the brides are all planted in Pinterest. And if you're not here, they're not seeing your stuff.
All right.
Now, to the extent it's working into our trades, it's still a lot of slow markets.
Right. But you and I could help enough people in the pretty trades that we should know about this.
Absolutely. And they want our business, right? I'd be happy to make money off of them.
So we're going to do one more thing here. You going to tell me how I can... So I've got all these. I've got this, but I don't have a Pinterest.
Wherever you got those has a Pinterest checkbox.
Feed.
That's possibly a plugin.
I think this was coded.
Yeah, well.
So I have to go... So on Pinterest, I could get the...
Yeah, up in About,
Pin It button.
That's this thing.
Okay.
But goodies. Go to help. Or get a pin it button, and they're all in the same page there. Yeah.
Pinterest app, Pinterest widgets. So I want to pin a widget to pin things from my site.
No. Go back. It's goodies. Maybe it's in basics. It changes. God, this changes every week.
Okay, well, presumably I could just take a picture, but also
they've got a download image.
I'm guessing that
just whatever fed that will feed it.
Right. So yeah, I think the guy, my designer, hard coded that. But if we go back in here, I think I have plugins. Mm-hmm. I have a social plugin. Maybe
I did that on mine.
So it was like Bookmark Me or Google Plus, Sociable,
probably.
So automatically, now actually I don't know if I didn't actually look if I can pin from a blog post.
Pin your courses.
You can pin my courses. So down here. Could share it to stuff. I don't got any idea what any of that is. So
Twitter, Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, and LinkedIn are the only ones I know.
Okay, so if I go to plugin, the Sociable plugin, if I go to settings, select sociable options. So maybe icons to include. Do I even know what these are? Why don't I just get rid of a bunch of these?
Yeah.
Do anyone use Delicious anymore?
No.
Stumble Upon they sort of do.
Right.
More. Tweet is good. LinkedIn is good. Do people email? Google Reader?
I'm at Google Reader because I just Google Plus everything. Okay, so they haven't added Pinterest yet.
No, looks like it.
Huh.
Alright, so if I go into, so I gotta save that, and then if I go into plugins, add new, presumably I could find a Pinterest. Yeah. Pin it button to every post of your site. Okay, install now. Activate plugin. So let's look.
What was underneath there?
Yeah.
Oh, don't see it.
I need a different one. This one's not working.
And not working the way we thought it would, at least. Yeah. Oh well.
All right. So I got some work to do.
That's a thing to do, right?
However, I didn't read it carefully. Let me output a pinned button via shortcode.
Yeah, forget that. That has value, but not for you. You just want the simple one.
Okay, we're going to deactivate. See what happens when you don't read? Delete it. Sorry, Alex. So let me see if I can find a better one. So Pinterest badge without hassle. Pinterest pin it button. Add a simple pin it button to your post in 2 minutes.
Right.
Is that what I want? Is it like 2 minutes each or 2 minutes once? I guess once.
I hope it's once, right?
Okay. Well, let's see. This is the sort of thing that I hate when people teach me stuff and don't do.
Yeah.
Pin it button settings. Oh. That's annoying because I'm the only person with permission to do this page at all. That seems like a bug. Well, let's see what happened.
No, don't see anything there.
No. All right. Plug in you. Oh, there we go.
That's Pro.
I can get upgrade to Pro. User selects images.
You want user selects.
Okay.
No count. I don't like count. I mean,
that would tell people that no one's ever pinned it before.
Right, yeah, what a loser.
Okay. What times? Individual posts, home page, or latest post page. Yeah, sure.
Static pages, if you've got any in there, yeah. There. Below content, there you go. That'll work.
Okay. Save settings. Use the shortcode to display the button within your content. Okay, so presumably it should do it without, but I can do pin it in a blog post.
Yeah. No, it's still wanting. I got mine off of Pinterest. So that, here. There is on the posts here. Oh dear, pages. Yeah, I have a follow me on Pinterest button that I used rather than pin it.
Mm-hmm.
And my machine's overheating. And I got that button off of one of the Pinterest goodie pages.
Okay.
Which do keep changing.
So what is this in the App Store?
That's to get it on your tablet or your phone.
Oh. The pin it button lets you find that. I have that one.
You've already done that. Make board widgets.
I think this is the one I wanted to say that, right, on my site?
Yeah, make pin it button. Go click there. Okay, that's right. Here you go. So
I want the follow button?
Yeah.
All right. And then I just get that code.
Mm-hmm.
And I include the script tag once.
Put this code on a sidebar that would show up everywhere.
Right. Okay, so appearance, widgets. So I'll throw that at the bottom of this one.
Okay. Save. And then go back and get the other code and put it wherever you put your analytics code. Google Analytics code.
That's a problem because I do that through a Google Analytics plugin.
Go back and get the script wherever you were.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have to put it just above the closed body tag. All right. So then I got to go into. All right. Hold on. Go into editor.
What's your theme?
So this is the header.
Okay.
What did they say? They said just above the closing body. So that's not the header. That's
the body.
Body.
Yeah.
Index. I don't know. Don't they have something for?
Yeah, my theme's got a separate. Go back to your theme, your site. Oh, setting now. Let me see settings. Links, Amazon. No, you don't have. What's in page?
Well, page would work for the page, but not for the post. Maybe. So I want this to appear on every page of the.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe there is a Pinterest code plugin. Or you can. Here, this allows you to place a widget on your sidebar. That's
a different thing.
Pinterest puts a pin it button at the end of your posts.
No, you need something that gives you, in mine,
So maybe add code snippet.
yeah, something like that.
Buddy press code snippets. Add code snippets to your site.
I have a place that has header and footer scripts, and mine go in.
Right, this doesn't sound like a header or footer. It sounds like in the body.
It says that, but I put it in the footer script, and it works.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I can do that. So I can just go to editor. Let's see if it works. That's the plugin for the editor. Appearance, editor. So footer.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's just, well, there's the closed body tag. Let's see if that works. And it would be here. But it ain't. Appearance, widgets. This is why you don't let people like me. Well, maybe it needs its own text box.
Shouldn't.
I don't need a thing.
Well, put a title on it so we'll see if that thing if we're getting a gap.
Okay, good, save.
Okay, somewhere you're
This is a WordPress problem.
right.
Main sidebar.
You didn't save.
I think it's just saved automatically.
Okay.
Saved. Alright, well clearly I've forgotten how to do something.
Okay, so yeah, that's text widget. What's going on?
Alright, well, if I figure it out, I'll post another something.
Is that main sidebar the one that's showing up here? Are these different?
That's a good question.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Okay,
it's
so
pretty
that's
much-
it.
Alright, well.
No, I love WordPress.
Yeah.
It's so simple it lets you get further, and then you're still screwed up.
Some days I'll fix it. All right. Well, this is where I should just
your brain's full.
I go to some website and somebody bids on the opportunity for me to spend $25 and they do it for me. All right. Well,
Cool. You've got.
cool. Should I stop the recording?
Yeah.
Well, so thank you, Karen Tiede of Red Tuxedo. That's red-tuxedo or Pinterest done for u.com. We'll put, if we ever put this anywhere, we'll put links to it. And thank you for this amazing lesson.
You're welcome.